Hey guys, it's Hannah, and today I'm coming to you with my 2017 BookTube-A-Thon TBR. So it is almost time for the BookTube-A-Thon, and I am so excited. If you don't know what the BookTube-A-Thon is, it's a biannual readathon that happens here on BookTube, and it is hosted by Ariel of Ariel Bissett, and it is just a readathon that is meant to motivate and encourage everyone to share their love of reading and to read as much as they want to. I will leave links to the BookTube-A-Thon channel in the description box below if you want to know more about it and if you want to know the challenges for this year, so you can definitely go and watch all of those videos. But I am actually a video challenge host this year for the BookTube-A-Thon, and I'm so grateful and honored to have been asked, and I cannot wait to share my video challenge with you all. I think that it's really exciting. I had a fantastic time doing it, and I hope you all have a fantastic time with it as well. But today I'm here to give you all my TBR for the BookTube-A-Thon. There are 7 reading challenges that have been laid out for this year, and I've picked a book for every single challenge. It might be kind of ambitious. I don't know if I'll be able to get to all of them because I'm still kind of getting out of a reading slump that I've been in all year, and hopefully this will get me out of it completely. But without any further ado, let's get into all of the challenges and my TBR. So the first challenge is to read a book with a person on the cover. So for this, I actually did something a little bit different. Even though the first challenge is just to pick a book with a person on the cover, I picked a book with a person on the cover for every single challenge. So for all the other challenges, all my books are also going to have people on the cover because I just wanted to challenge myself a little bit more, and I don't know why, but I just decided to do that. But anyway, the book that I specifically picked for the first challenge is We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. This one has a whole person on the cover, and I really love the cover, so I thought it would be a good pick. This book follows the story of this girl named Marin who has dealt with a lot of grief and loss in her life recently, and she's kind of shut everyone in her life out until one day her best friend Mabel comes to visit her, and she's kind of forced to confront the things that she's gone through recently. Marin, I believe, is also bisexual, or she is a lesbian. I'm not 100% positive because I haven't gotten more into the book. I've already started this one actually. I read like the first 15 or 30 pages, I don't remember, a long time ago, and then I put the book down. Not because I didn't like it, just because I wasn't in the mood for it and it was kind of sad. But I'm excited to pick it up again for the BookTube-A-Thon because it's also very short. I know I'll be able to finish it in one day, which is like what you need for a week-long readathon. But I've heard fantastic things about it and I liked what I'd read so far, so I'm excited to finish it up. The next challenge is to read a hyped book. And for this, I chose Wonderwoman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo. As you can see, like I said, this book also has a person on the cover like every other book on this list, but this is also an extremely hyped book right now. This is an ARC, so it doesn't come out until August, but I wanted to read it before then so I can give you guys my review before the book comes out. And it's also just super hyped. Like, everyone is so excited for this book. There were mobs to get it at Book Expo and BookCon, so it definitely fits into this criteria. But I'm a huge fan of Wonder Woman. I loved the movie, I love the character in general, and I love Leigh Bardugo, and I trust her with Wonder Woman, so I know that I'm definitely gonna enjoy this one. The next challenge is to read a book in one day. For this one, I could go with any of the books on my list, really, because I picked fairly short books, but I decided to go with the graphic novel Persepolis. This is a graphic novel that follows the story of this girl who lives in Iran, and it is about her life and her experiences. It's kind of like a graphic memoir, actually, but I've heard fantastic reviews of it from so many people. So many people have told me to read it. It has a movie that my mom and my sister really love, and I really want to watch after I read it. So I'm excited to finally pick this one up and hopefully enjoy it very much. The next challenge is to read about a character who is totally different from you. For this, I decided to go with Dear Martin by Nick Stone. This again is another advanced copy, so this book doesn't come out until October, but I wanted to read it again in advance so I could give you guys a review. Also, this book is about a character who is totally different from me. It follows the story of this black teenage boy who is arrested for something that he didn't do, and then he also gets caught up in a shooting, which he is then blamed for, and he's not responsible for it. And all of those things that he goes through are things that I have thankfully never had to experience in my life, but I really love this challenge because I think it's really important to put yourself into someone else's shoes and see through their perspective. I really love reading about characters who have experienced very different things from me because it lets me learn and it lets me grow, which is something that I very much appreciate, and it's one of the main reasons I love to read. So I'm very excited to pick this one up, and I'm hoping that I really love it. The next challenge is to read a whole book outdoors. For this, I chose No Matter the Wreckage by Sarah Kay, which is a poetry collection. Sarah Kay is one of my favorite poets, and this is her most recent poetry collection that I have yet to pick up, and I keep meaning to, so this is the perfect time to finally do it. But I thought a poetry book would be the perfect type of book to pick up and read outside, because then you have nice, beautiful scenery. I might go down by the ocean and sit by the water. I don't know, I'm just gonna have a good time with this one. The next challenge is to read a book you bought because of the cover. For me, this is The Grace Keepers by Christi Logan. This book has been on my TBR basically since I joined BookTube, like almost right around the time that I joined, and I still haven't read it. I've read like the first 30 pages, like almost 2 years ago now, and I just never kept reading. Again, not because I didn't like it, just because I wasn't in the mood for it at the time, but now I really want to pick it up. I bought this book not solely because of the cover. I bought it because a lot of people had said if you like The Night Circus, you might also enjoy this book. And as you all know, me being like the biggest Night Circus fan in the world, every every time someone says something like that, I will pick up that book. I'm also fairly certain that the main character is a lesbian and there's a romance in here as well, which is an added bonus because I didn't know that this book had anything to do with romance, and now I'm excited. But I did specifically buy this edition of the book because I like this cover more than I like the US cover. It's just so gorgeous and so shiny, and it wraps around the back, and I love the artwork. And then the other thing is that when you open it, it has these gorgeous map end pages, and then when you take off the dust jacket, like, it's still beautiful underneath. It's just one of the most beautiful books I own, if not the most beautiful book. So yeah, this one's a bit on the longer side, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it all the way through. Hopefully I will, but I'm really excited to read this one, and I hope that it lives up to my expectations. And finally, the very last challenge is just to read 7 books. So this is kind of like a freebie choice. You can choose whatever you want. And for this, I decided to choose the next Avatar: The Last Airbender comic. This is actually like the first one, I think, but like I have the other ones. This one was just on top and I didn't feel like getting the bottom one. But as many of you know, Avatar: The Last Airbender is my all-time favorite TV series, and recently I've been reading the comics and loving them, but I haven't finished all of them yet, so I want to get to the rest of them. I think I'm on Smoke and Shadow Part 1. That's the next one that I have to read, and that'll make it 7 books if I end up reading all of the other ones as well. But I think I'm gonna read the rest of them too, because they take me about like 15 minutes to read each one, like 20 minutes max, so it's not that much time. Plus, if I read the rest of them, I think there are like 5 or 6 that I haven't read. That's like 5 or 6 books in the week as well, so you know, that's an added bonus. I think comics and graphic novels are a great choice to read during readathons because you can get through them really quickly and you can get through more of your TBR, and you feel more accomplished once you've finished a book, so it can motivate you to read the rest too. But that is it for my BookTube-A-Thon TBR. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you are participating in the BookTube-A-Thon this year. What are some of the books that are on your TBR? What books did you choose for each challenge? Which one are you most excited to get to? Are you going to be participating in the video challenges? I really hope that you are. I hope that you participate in mine, because like I said before, I'm very excited for it and I'm excited to see everyone's entries. Oh, and before I forget, because several people have asked me and I know more people will ask me as well, I will be vlogging my BookTube-A-Thon experience, so I'm gonna try and get a video up every single day that week. We'll see if that happens, but nonetheless, I will have at least one whole vlog for the BookTube-A-Thon. If you'd like to follow me on any of my social media, all of my links are in the description box as always. But thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!